Jim, in other matters, the Republic of Ireland has committed to new legislation that will ensure full cooperation with a reformed UK legacy body dealing with cases related to the Troubles. What's your reaction?
Well, see, we've had that promise before, but my fundamental reaction is this, that it is an obscenity that the country that facilitated the IRA through the refusal of extradition, through hosting them when they were on the run, through allowing training camps to exist, through allowing their explosives to be used from their territory. A country that did all of that and therefore caused victims who needed never to be victims wouldn't have been victims if the IRA murder campaign hadn't been facilitated by the Republic. A country such as that should have no part nor lot in co-designing the legacy provisions. To me, that's an obscenity. And it's an obscenity of such insult to innocent victims who wouldn't have been victims but for the cooperation and collusion between the IRA and the Republic. It's such an obscenity that I just don't see how there will be unionist buy-in to these proposals.
But is it, well, might the buy-in not come when you look at the bigger picture of this? It'll be renamed the Legacy Commission, overseen by judges, a separate body to provide information retrieval for those families who desperately want more information about their relatives' deaths. If it elicits
all of which we're supposed to already have. And, here we have a situation.
But the point is the families don't have it. So if you've got to swallow what you don't like, but if it resulted in the families getting that information they so desperately have been waiting for years, would it be worth it?
No, it's not what we were told the last time. And Sir Declan Morgan put himself out there to be the Chief Commissioner. Peter Sheridan put himself out there to be the Investigative Commissioner. Now they're to be cast aside. Why? Because that was the demand of Dublin and of republicanism. And now we're going to have stooges with Dublin oversight appointed as commissioners. I don't think that's a way forward. I think to reward those who facilitated terrorism by allowing them to co-design the very legacy arrangements is, as I say, an obscenity. While at the same time, there's to be no investigation of how they conducted themselves in the Republic, and they are to continue with suing the British government in the European Court of Human Rights.
Well, you don't know that, do you? It's still up in the air whether they will continue with that. They might drop their legal challenge.
Their case is still extant. It is still there. And maybe when they get all they want, they will. But, they've always been using that as leverage, which is another unseemly aspect of this.
Do you think that the families should have more of a say in whether this happens or not? Have they been consulted?
The co-design should have been with the families, not with a foreign government who facilitated terrorism in Northern Ireland. That's the fundamental flaw here. And that
foreign government, as you describe it, is a co-signatory to the Good Friday Agreement, the whole pillar on which we've had peace in this country. They're a co-signatory, Jim.
They were the co-signatory with the creation of the Troubles by spawning the IRA, by arming the IRA in the 60s, by then facilitating them with sanctuary, by allowing their training grounds to exist, by refusing extradition.
Are you telling me the British government were not up to their necks in any type of collusion, funding, turning a blind eye to loyalist paramilitaries here?
We've heard plenty of that, but we've had no investigations effective into any of the role of the Irish Republic in the terrorism in Northern Ireland. There are people who would have been alive today, but for the fact that the IRA campaign was enabled by the Republic of Ireland and their murderers were granted effective immunity. It's only a short time ago that the former Justice Minister, Mr. McDowell, in the Republic, said there was an effective amnesty in operation in respect of terrorist offences in the Republic.
So finally on this, you said a matter of moments ago you doubt whether there will be unionist buy-in. And there's been a lot of conversation, as you know, recently about the lack of unionist unity or whether there should be more of it. Is this something you will be sitting down and contemplating teaming up with the DUP and the Ulster Unionist Party about?
I think any unionist should have common cause and should be equally insulted by the idea.
That's not my question. Are you prepared to team up with those other political parties?
I'm prepared if they take a view that this is being so sullied by the co-design of a country which facilitated terrorism that there shouldn't be unionist buy-in, then I'm more than happy to do that. But my regret is that the government sought no one's buy-in except that of the Irish Republic and of the surrogates that they represent.
So as the leader of the